2 weeks from today, I'm gonna be standing on the starting line of my first ever marathon. And the thing that I've realized along the way is like, I'm not training for a marathon, I'm training to be a runner. It's not about checking all the boxes and getting to the marathon and completing it. It's about building sustainable habits. So today we're gonna talk about why chasing a goal won't change your life, but changing your identity will. Let's get into it. Okay, welcome back to the channel. Today I am talking about my marathon training. If you've seen the last video on this channel, you know that I've been marathon training, but that's all you know because I haven't really uploaded anything on this channel. So today I'm going to talk about the fact that I thought I was training for a marathon, but it turns out that's not what I was doing at all. And this was triggered by an Instagram post that I saw yesterday on Daily Runner Girls. So about 2 weeks from today, exactly 15 days if you want to be specific, I'm going to be standing on the starting line of my first ever marathon. I've run 2 official half marathons, one 22K challenge thing I set for myself. And the thing that I've realized along the way is like, I'm not training for a marathon, I'm training to be a runner. And the post that I saw yesterday, it said, the goal is not to run a marathon, the goal is to become a runner. And that kind of hit me like a ton of bricks because it made me realize what I'm actually doing by running 4 days a week and going on these super long runs and like tempo and intervals and telling everyone I'm gonna go run a marathon. It's not about the marathon. It's about building sustainable habits. I think the biggest mistake that people make is that they're training for a goal and not a lifestyle. And yeah, this is gonna sound cliche, so just give me a second. The goal is always like, I wanna run a marathon, or I wanna lose 15 pounds, or I wanna do an Ironman, or whatever it is. And everyone's always thinking about the goal, but no one's also thinking about like the steps it takes to get there. And then more importantly, what happens after the goal. Like when I ran my first half marathon, I literally, like I kid you not, I get to the finish line, they put the medal around my neck, and I stood there and I thought to myself, okay, now what? Like literally, like what do I do now? Like obviously go home, like take a nap, eat some ice cream, I don't know. But like, I was like, I think I want to keep running. I don't really know how to do that because the only thing I was focused on was getting to my goal, like running the half marathon. That's all I was focused on. But the thing that I didn't realize was I was too focused on the goal and not necessarily the process or even what happened after the goal. Like if I wanted to be a runner, which is not how I started out training for my first half marathon, I needed to focus on all the habits that made me get to the goal. But again, I wasn't worried about that. So hence why I fell off running and tried everything under the sun before realizing that I wanted to start running again. And so similarly, before yesterday, my focus has only been on this race, like only on March 1st, Woodlands Marathon, doing my first marathon. Like that's been my focus when I realized my focus should have been the process or building the habits to make me a runner or a better runner, I guess, because I would consider myself a runner now. So if I ask myself what happens after the finish line, am I done running? Like, of course not. Actually, 3 weeks after that, I'm going to run another race. So and like marathon training has taught me so much about being consistent, being patient, mental toughness for sure. And mental toughness is not just like pushing through when things are hard. It's like knowing when to pull back and knowing when to push and giving yourself the space to be, I don't know how to say this, to be bad at something. Like there's not a day that goes by where I'm like, yep, today's going to be great and nothing's going to go wrong on my run because at this point, I know better. Like today, killed it. Intervals, chef's kiss. Probably because I actually ate before, but again, we can talk about that in another video. So the other thing I realized after reading the caption of this Instagram post, which at this point, I'm just going to link it down below. She was talking about how she got most of these quotes from Atomic Habits, which is a book that I've read some of. So not all of it, but like some of it. I probably should finish that book at this point, but But the thing about Atomic Habits is how the little things stack up to get results. And he also talks about James Clear. Hi, if you're watching. He's definitely not, but hey, James, how are you? The thing that he talks about is that real change happens when we shift our identity, not chase a goal. So again, going back to the whole quote of, I'm not just trying to run a marathon. I'm trying to become a runner. That's literally out of the book. Hold on. I have the book. Hold on. Okay, here it is. Everyone's seen this book. We all know this book, right? James Clear talks about how every action is a vote for the person you want to become or your new identity. Hold on. New identities require new evidence. If you keep casting the same votes you've always cast, you're going to get the same results you've always had. If nothing changes, nothing is going to change. It's a simple 2-step process. Decide the type of person you want to be. Prove it to yourself with small wins. So what do you think I am? Okay, if I'm getting into the gym or getting out on the trail or the track or on the road and putting in the miles, at this point we're in like 90-minute plus runs almost every other day. I am putting in the vote for that new identity as a runner. I'm casting the vote for that new identity, so I need to start embodying it and calling myself a runner. And yeah, it's in my Instagram bio, but like I think I have now started to internalize it more again after seeing this Instagram post. Because if I run once, does that make me a runner? Not really. But if I consistently lace up my shoes and get out there even on days I don't feel like it, even on days that it's hard, even on days that the run sucks and I feel slow and stupid, that I think makes me a runner. So the goal isn't just to run a marathon. The goal is to become someone who trains and moves and enjoys running. Which I already do, because even on the days that suck, I'm like, that was fun. I don't know. Maybe it's just me, but like suffering is my favorite pastime, I guess. I don't know how else to put that. For me, this mindset shift is going to look like, instead of asking myself how many days until race day, I'm going to start asking myself, how can I show up as a runner today? So that goes way deeper than just like hitting the workout and then going through the rest of my day. It's about fueling and recovering and sleeping. Oh my gosh, I haven't been sleeping. And doing the workout and being nice to myself. Like, just because I'm slow and fat doesn't mean I get to say I'm slow and fat. I guess I could, but like, it's not helping anyone. You know what I mean? When your mindset shifts from outcome-based, I need to finish a marathon, to identity-based, I'm going to become a runner, like everything changes. When you fall in love with the process instead of the product or the results, you don't have to wait to give yourself permission to be happy. If I think about it, I've genuinely started to learn to love the process. Like when I get to the middle of a run and I start I call it sucking. Like it just, everything hurts, or like I can't breathe, or it's really cold and the wind's blowing in my face, or like I'm on rep number 2 of like 10 on some interval run and I'm like, okay, this is challenging. I'm not having fun anymore. This is why we do it. Like, I know that stuff's making me a better runner. And maybe I don't see it now, or I don't even see it in this race. But if I continue to stack all these habits, to stack all these workouts, then eventually I'm going to get better and I'm going to get faster. But overall, like, I enjoy the process of running. Like, sucking and succeeding and like not wanting to start and going anyway, and like wanting to start and ending up hitting the wall. Like, both sides of the coin are necessary in this process of becoming a runner. Because for me, I know this is something that's not just going to end after race day. Like running, this is going to sound corny again, but like running is truly a part of me. I think I experienced that when I like left running and started doing all this other group fitness, weight training, gym rat stuff. And I just always longed to run. It's this weird feeling. I don't get it so much when I run outside on the road, but when I'm on a trail, and I'm a psycho because I love running on the treadmill and I'm just going and the music is like going and it's like falling perfectly in pace with my footsteps, and like I'm on the trail and I'm like jumping over rocks and like seeing all these cute dogs. I'm like, yeah, I could do this forever. Like, it's weird. Like, I just feel like, maybe I'm wrong, but like, I just feel like running is something that I'm supposed to do. And I've said this before, and again, it's corny, I'm sorry. I hate being like a cheese ball, but like, it's just true, okay? I feel the most like myself when I'm running, and I just don't feel like that's a coincidence. And even if, for whatever reason, I get away from running and I start doing some other shiny object workout routine, I don't know, I think my heart will always long to go back to running in some form or fashion. Like, maybe I won't be distance running, maybe I'll run shorter distances, or maybe I'll exclusively trail run, or maybe I'll run a few days a week. But I think, I really think like running is a part of me. And so I want to try to continue this habit, this momentum after the marathon, so I don't have to like restart again from not zero, but pretty much zero out of, you know, inactivity or a strength-based sport. It's hard to transition back to more cardio-based stuff. We should chat about that in another video. Like, just if you want to see that, comment down below. And this idea isn't just about running, it's about how we approach goals in life. And here we go. Just get on the cheese ball train and like ride it with me, because like we're just going there, okay? If you're thinking about starting running, start seeing yourself as a runner now. Like, I think it helps in any goal in life to start seeing yourself as that person with your dream life, or who has achieved those goals. Like, not even just running. Like, if you are trying to be better about your finances, like, you have to embody, like, I am financially responsible. Or if you want to just make better health choices in general, it doesn't have to be running. You have to see yourself as, I am a fit and healthy individual. I am someone who takes care of my family. I am a teacher who engages her students. I am an athlete that works hard. Whatever it is, you kind of have to see yourself there, or it's really, really freaking hard. It's really freaking hard to accomplish that goal. Like, I've seen it firsthand, because I've done it over and over and over and over again with trying to start a YouTube channel. But anyway, when it comes to running, back to running, it's not about how fast you run or how far you run. It's about how often you show up. Especially with a sport like running, you have to be consistent, because that's the only way you're going to get better. Like, a run is better than no run. And sometimes when I'm on a run and I'm just like, I don't know if I can finish it. I don't know if I can get to that distance. I just have to remind myself, like, you're already on the run, so you're winning there. Just keep going. And sometimes I don't finish the run, and it's like, well, it was better than sitting on my couch and wondering what it would have been like if I had actually gone for a run today. That just is how it is. Wrapping it up, it doesn't matter if you're gonna run a mile, a 5K, you're gonna run for fun, you wanna qualify for Boston. It doesn't matter. You just need to start casting votes for the runner that you want to become. Because the goal is not just the finish line. The goal is to show up as a runner day after day, far after the race is over. So about 2 weeks from now, I'll cross the finish line, God willing. Please, Lord. No, hold on. Of my first ever marathon. But that's not going to be the end. That's just going to be another day in this journey of becoming a better runner. And if you're listening right now and you're thinking, I might want to become a runner too, this is your sign. Just start now. If you're thinking of making a mindset shift and casting votes for a new identity, tell me in the comments, whether it's about running or life or whatever. Like, let's talk about it. And of course, if you want to follow along as I head into my first marathon and beyond that, click that subscribe button and I'll see you soon. Love you, bye.